Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to our stock trades. How's everyone doing today? All right, guys. So in this video, we're going to go in and do some quantitative analysis. A little bit need to update the numbers here, but overall, going to show you the general trend of kind of what's going on with Clover Health and where are we going. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and kind of we usually do this deep analysis whenever the data comes out. I've been obviously off track. We're going to go ahead and give some market analysis and what to expect with the Russell and overall global market. And then we're going to go in and dial in some stock terminal commands. Just a quick shout out for individuals that are interested. This is the last day. Congratulations to all the folks that have joined. This is the last day to join our coupon code that's been extended. If you type in SAS in the mastering and bundle, you got about, see how long you, oh shoot, you got about 7 hours, 7 hours from the recording of this video to end 48 minutes. So 7 hours and 48 minutes to secure your spot for SAS as the price is going to be increasing. Yeah, there it is. And then folks, I got a message. So it seems as United Kingdom doesn't have a firm, and PayPal is it gives you interest free and monthly payments based off of your credit score. So that's a little bit tricky. So folks have to unfortunately figure out another way, I've realized. So we're going to try figuring out other ways to democratize, but overall, these are the avenues that we have. Okay, so we're going to try doing better. But overall, this is going to expire in 7 hours and 48 minutes. Take advantage. SAS, $1,000 off both master and bundle. Okay, so now let's go ahead and read some comments real quick, and we'll get to it here. Brothers, our time has come, and it definitely has. Definitely has. First, yes, you were 4 years loading the boat, now to the moon. What is your average, lads? Let's go. Let's hear this out. What's up, Patrick? Love you. Yo, yo, yo. We are blasting through 6. Yo, yo. Where, yo, yo, yo. Apes and rocket ships. When do I sell calls and buy shares? So that will be and that keep that 1,000%. So we're going to be talking about that in our phase 3 portion of the mastering and lifetime access courses. We're going to go ahead and basically be talking about that within our stock terminal data sets, and that's going to be kind of phase 3 and how to essentially be able to make around $200,000 to $300,000 a month. Okay, so essentially be able to get paid more than what CEOs get paid. I wasn't aware of CLOV until a few months ago, when it was around $1.30, been loading up since. Hell yeah. Welcome, Eric. Welcome. Go 30. My friend from another culture. I love you. 80 cents. Let's do it. Okay. So overall, this is what you see here, guys, is some quantitative analysis. Red is indicative of obviously quarter to quarter down regular. Essentially it indicates it's bad, and green indicates it's good. So you can see earlier on, and you can see when Clover was around $11, then obviously it fell to its demise and down to all the way down to the sub 60-cent region. Now it's basically rebounding. You can see that on the right side there's a lot more red. You can see the red here, the red here, the red here, and you can see now it's starting to become a little bit more green. There's a lot of more green being replaced. So there's that. You can see the rebound in stock price. Okay, so overall, gross margins, kind of profitability is what you want to look at. And you can see we went from red all the way to green again, right? So you want to get that from negative net income to positive net income. Okay, now when you look at here in terms of the current ratio and whatnot, we know this company has no debt, so don't mind these reds. They're just indicative of an error of no debt. So this wouldn't be a good graph to look at that, right? We look at that through our stock terminal. But overall, look at the SG&A and expense margins. You can start to see that we are headed downwards, and they're decreasing their expenses, which is exactly what you want to see. So overall, we start to see kind of the positive free cash flow per share. It's going up. It went from negative here to positive on the free cash flow share. So what I'm basically trying to tell you is, this company is obviously from the fundamentals perspective using quantitative analysis, which is what hedge funds use. It is looking pretty good. So if you look at overall trajectory within the simple moving average, we can see here that this has multiple simple moving average protections, lots of Fibonacci sequence retracements, a lot of support lines, basically protecting it from. I do not think we're going to ever see the 60-cent region. I don't think we're going to see that. Now, since I said it, maybe we will, but highly unlikely. Okay, let's put it this way. I will be surprised if we do see, and if we do, it would probably be very bad because I wouldn't know how the hell it would do that. But if it messes up and the market misprices this, then I will be all in it. But I don't think the market is I don't think the market is underestimating Clover now. I think it's realizing its impact. Okay. So this is volume. You're starting to see, again, volume picked up a lot in August, right? And again, this is why quantitative analysis is important, right? If you look at the volume here in August of 2024, you can see there was a volume spike, okay? Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the past 6 months. And if you go to August here, this volume strike, within literally a week, people made 109% in a week, okay? And again, we just basically got another volume spike, which is here, right? And this volume spike happened in from September to October. So here's September to October, and you can see this volume spike gave us 43.26%. So again, the first volume spike, which you can basically see here, was Vivek buying, right? This other volume spike here is when Vivek bought again somewhere. I think it was this one maybe. But overall, you can start to see these volume spikes. You can track them, and this is where the quantitative analysis comes in. And essentially, when you start mixing fundamentals and technical analysis to basically give you something that other people don't understand, and it really gives you an edge on Wall Street. And then you basically combine it with the stock terminal data and the dark pool data and all the data that we have to basically engage you within the algo flow analysis to help you with options flow. So you can basically make $225,000 a month and retire pretty much and do what the hell you want. But remember, to retire is to expire. So just kind of understand that. Okay. All right. So there we have it. Clover doing really well in 6 months. It's up 453%. If you go ahead and go to year to date, it's up 320. But if you go ahead and go to the bottom of around 62 pennies, it is up 551%, almost a six-bagger right in front of our eyes. Like I told you in 2024, we're going to basically see the era of reassurances, right? The idea of concept flowing through, and we're starting to see all the due diligence and work that we placed in our analysis, right? Again, it's very difficult to make money in the stock market because nobody tells you the values of companies. They just give you the stock price, which is not equal to the value of the business. You can go ahead and look at Amazon and reference Jeff Bezos, where he says the stock price does not equal the business. The stock price does not equal the business. The stock price does not equal the business. And the problem is, in America, you know how much an iPhone costs because they give you the price. You know how much a t-shirt costs because they give you the price. But in the stock market, they don't give you the price of the real value. No one teaches you how to calculate intrinsic value. They'll never teach you this because they want you working multiple jobs and being essentially slaves of labor, right? But we're not going to do that. We're breaking out of this to get financial independence, which is why we're one of the only platforms that you can find online that basically teach you how to set your own price targets, the price targets that are set behind the curtains of Wall Street, where real analysts give their real price targets to the hedge funds and essentially chartered financial analysts, CFAs, levels 1, 2, and 3s. They're the ones that essentially give the real price targets. But guess what? Now you have that power. You can put your own price target. You have that. You have these resources, and you'll have them for lifetime. That's pretty much the goal of our platform. Now that we went through this, now we're going to go ahead and go to the September jobs report. This is kind of economics. It exceeded expectations, easing the labor market conditions. Unemployment dropped with jobless claims steady, signaling market stability. Again, I'm cautious about the sustainability of the short-term market rally. Again, if you go ahead and look at Palantir, Palantir's been doing really well too. So if you go to Palantir. See here, you go to Palantir, it's up a lot. I mean, look at that, right? It's up really well too, right? Not as much as Clover, but again, it's been going up, right? So the market's been pretty frothy, right? So it's almost, it's good to be cautiously optimistic, and I'll explain. So you have two potential headwinds: possible escalation in the Middle East conflicts and typical October market volatility. Now, again, if you do the seasonality analysis within our stock terminal, we can basically just pull it up right now. We can talk to our AI. Please give me the seasonality command. We go ahead and do that instantaneously. We get an answer. We go ahead and do this, and we could do SPY. We can do it for any stocks. This will basically give you the last 30 years of a stock, and it'll tell you when it goes up and when it goes down on average. Okay, especially for cyclical stocks, very important. Okay, so you can see here, guys. Overall, October, September are down months if you compare them to July and August. This is for the S&P 500. Again, this is a seasonality calculated based on data going back 20 years. So again, it's just easy data to look at, and it gives you the answer immediately, because you can see in November you start to have an increase from October. So I expect we're going to have an increase with your Santa Claus rally. Okay. And, we're talking about these things before the media talks about them, because again, we want to be ahead of the media. We want to be ahead of even CMS, right? Apparently. Right. So, October 11th is when they release the stars, but I think we're killing it, right? We're killing it. All right. So there's that. What else? Oh, and just kind of, I haven't done this in a while, but let's look at Energy Transfer real quick, because it's definitely a seasonality stock, and you can basically see, June. You can graph this and figure out, when it goes up and down based off of oil, and you can see, in the winters it goes up a lot. Especially January, February. So again, it's a useful tool. Okay, so the inverted VIX term structure is a key indicator to monitor, which suggests October risks are fully priced in. So potentially, this thing's falling from its peak, from its short-term peak of 8%. The idea is, if this thing starts to fall, then potentially we might be able to rally even more, right? So again, we need to watch the VIX. That's what that says. Despite these factors, market's shown resilience. 89% of the past months it's been gaining. So I am overall bullish, okay? But I'm also cautiously optimistic, because we do have an election within less than let's see, when is the next presidential election? Okay. We can say how many days until this? We got about 30 days. 30 days until the United States presidential election. So monitor that. Okay. It's crazy. Isn't it crazy? And a month from now, we're going to know who's going to be president. That's pretty crazy. One by fast, guys. One by fast. Life is short. All right. So we went to this. So now let's go ahead and talk about this. So we have an upswing in the long-term price momentum indicator for the Russell 2000. Again, Russell 2000 are for small caps. Okay. Now we're starting to see an increase. Again, remember, we saw this peak and fall, and small caps fell. And nobody wanted small caps. Okay. Just like how I said in 2000, here we saw a peak and a fall. Okay. I think we're about, again, once you analyze this and we see this type of inversion in this crazy, indicator go up, around 80 to 90% of time, about 80 to 90%, we're going to get a crazy rally in the stock market. Again, this is why Tom Lee is hedging against that. And we were calling out small caps before Tom Lee. In fact, a year out before Tom Lee. Okay. So, when you have a convergence of reliable people with their data sets converge, things are going to get really great. And again, this data goes back until 1979. Okay. When I tell you, our stock trades, we give you, we take this very seriously. We go back, what is it right now? We go back way before 1979, but this is 45 years of data. Okay. Well, we don't play around here. Okay. All right. So if you look at China, overall, China just flipped the switch to becoming bullish. If you look at these indicators, doesn't really happen a lot, right? So next year, I expect China to be bullish. And very quickly, if you look at Alibaba, which is a Chinese stock, you'll see that in the past 5 days, or just let's say 6 months, you can see that China has gone up 59% in terms of Alibaba. So you can see the data 6 months ago here, or let's not even that, a month ago, which is, let's say, around September, late August, September, you can see here, there's a little signal here right there. We're getting it seems that China's about to go up. Okay. So that's kind of what's going on right now. I think maybe Dr. Michael Burry, I think Big Short, I think maybe re-engaged back into China. I'm not too sure. I would have to recalibrate. And I do think one of the companies that I'm looking at, and we called out on, was in August. I talked about not Ali. I talked about BYDD because it has surpassed the revenue of Tesla, which is incredible. And this is a car company here, and in a month it's gone up 29%. And we basically opened this up here in August, right? So the idea here is kind of what's the intrinsic value of this company. So that's kind of where we're at right now, and you can calculate it. And we do that within the stock terminal and beyond. Okay, so again, the data, obviously got to see things converge like this. Okay, let's go ahead and open up the terminal here again. All right, so yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Again, to get access to our platform, we're going to go to the comment sections right now. Hit the SAS. It'll be expiring in 7 hours. So take advantage of this. $1,000 off, unheard of. For all my United States and Canada folks, you can use Affirm to finance it. For all my international folks, you can use PayPal. Depending on your credit score, they might give you 18 months, 6 months, or 3 months. But overall, this is I hope that now you're starting to realize the overall value in what we're offering. And, you know that this is not a gimmick, because we want you here for a lifetime, right? We want you incorporated within our platform lifetime, because we are confident that you will remain in our platform lifetime, that you will be using this for a lifetime. Because once you get a taste of this type of money, you're gonna basically stop everything you're doing, and you're gonna realize that the job you're working for is essentially giving money for the haves of society, so they can basically do what I'm trying to teach you to do, right? So anyhow, there's that. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the comment sections real quick. Oh, I was at the Keeneland race. It's unfortunate. A lot of people gamble on horses and whatnot. There's people that really, really, really gamble a lot of money. I was like, holy crap. You know what I mean? If only they knew a better way, right? Let's go ahead. Let's $30. I'm not going anywhere. Now the time, it's the FOMO. Oh man, I missed a lot of the comments here. Let's see what we have. Audrey says hello. Clover to the moon. What's going on, Audrey? I mean, my call options keep multiplying. Yeah, they do. Korea. Oh my God. Welcome, welcome. He said Clove going to throw. Oh, Korea. It's going. Oh, got it. Korean. Okay, got it. Clove 32. Let's go. $1.80 average. Clove exploding over $4 now. Absolutely. It's here. People never believe this. It's $4 now, right? Again, I apologize for not being like jumping up and down. Again, I've seen this before, right? This has happened many times, right? Now, the prolongation of this happening and its fall, yeah, that one I haven't seen. That's why I jumped on this like crazy. But now when people look at this now, like if you go ahead and if let's say, for all the folks, just imagine yourself when you first learned about the stock market. People are seeing this, they're like, oh my God, it's going to go back up. It's going to go back up. It's going to go back up. It's coming. It's coming. We got to get in, because before here, it's like, it's going to fall down. It's going to fall down. Oh, it's falling. What? And once we pass this line here, this little line here, this line here, like this line right there. Once we pass this line, people are going to go FOMO. They're going to FOMO. They're going to FOMO like no other. Okay. So we closed over $4, and it was a Fight Max pain options. We should be have buying pressure. $1.50, thumbs up. Now it is FOMO. Absolutely only 11. Heart. Let's go. $30. I'm not going anywhere this year. I guess I'm expiring then. Yeah, lifetime. Correct. We're going to the moon. I believe it, Andrew Toy. Me too. Looking for 9,000 on my 1/15 calls. Let's do it. Cup and handle chart of the rising trend. Good. Clove can go to 45 on MOAS. Okay, so yeah, guys, listen. So about this, a lot of folks, I've been getting messages saying, "Hey, man, you're going to be the next Roaring Kitty." I I don't know if that's true because that's like that was a big movement in terms of kind of sticking it to the hedge funds. The thing is, the hedge funds are going to be basically buying this now because again, this is a company that they want because this company makes money. Just think of an ice cream store and think of like the ice cream store is printing money now when everyone thought it's going to go bankrupt. So everyone wants to buy a Clover right now. Institutional investors are going to start picking up. I think like GameStop is quite different because like Roaring Kitty's movement was able to kind of put a dagger in Melvin Capital or whatever. Like they freaking bankrupt hedge funds. I mean, that's a crazy thing. We're not at that level. We're not doing any of that, right? But the overall ingredients of the movement of Roaring Kitty is good, and I'm happy that it's a different flavor than Roaring Kitty, because that type of investing, he has his type of investing, I have mine. Mine's more, and he knows about intrinsic value. The guy's smart. If you look at his videos in the past, he's talked about intrinsic value. He knows. Okay, I think he has multiple security licenses. He knows about intrinsic value. Okay, it's just people do have different methods. I'm more of a consistent person. I do get similar returns as that gentleman does, but it's more spread out long term. His is more like a like it just hits the jackpot within within like 12 months or something. It's crazy. Ours is a little bit more slow based, but again, I am more as you can see, 6 months is not slow, but overall we've been waiting for 2-3 years for this averaging down. And real money is made when it was in 60 cents, when no one wanted it. That's when you make your real money. But yeah, so we have the same ingredients. It's just mine is a different flavor. And again, I am busy at work, so I don't have time to the whole day's short squeeze stuff. I'm more of a long term investor. And again, Warren Buffett type investor, right? And you can see we're getting some early on Warren Buffett type returns, as you can see. Okay, all right. So there's that. Palantir is way overvalued. I would need to go ahead and do an intrinsic value on it, right? Again, I use our platform. I built a platform that I use, right? So that's how you know it's good, right? All right. So Nvidia in healthcare world. Oh yeah, we'll see that one, right? Need new Porsche interior. That's life changing. That's so funny. I personally spoke to Andrew Toy. He told me he cannot reveal the future plans of scaling with Clover as it can invite trouble with. Well, no, of course, yeah. But Toy said, "Stay tuned, my friend," with a rocket smile. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's true, because that rocket smile. Yeah. Number 7 is the Moaz Day. All right, all right, all right. Are you sure? Are you sure? You give your rockets? Well, I'm sending rockets too, right? The rally would be. I feel like the Rockets put him at, upsetting from the SEC. Maybe the rally would be for every index or just Russell. It depends. For not financial, advice, but for far too long, large caps have been dominating. I think now the market is going to start broadening. 3 stars aligning, Trump, Fed meeting, and Clove earnings, all the same. I know, right? That's crazy. It's literally right. It's going to be funny. Did your horse win today? Honestly, I didn't bet. I didn't know how to bet. All the numbers and stats, I was like, this is complicated. I don't want to freaking get involved in this. But I did get to pet a horse. And I looked at one horse and I said, that one's going to win. And it did win. So that was kind of funny. I just kind of like was watching how the horse walked and how confident it was. But I think that was just by chance, lucker's chance. But I did pet one of the horses, and I really want a horse. I want to kiss that horse just on its head and just so beautiful horse. To all the folks in Kentucky and to all the folks that bought the program in Kentucky and nearby states like Tennessee and whatnot, folks that bought the mastering and lifetime access. I love the Southern region. It's so beautiful, right? And shout out to my East Coast friends from DC all the way to Virginia that have purchased the mastering all the way from New York. I see you guys. We're all coming into this together, and obviously all the international communities and all the folks, even in our islands, our Pacific Islanders, and also our Honolulus. Shout out to all of you guys. Okay. So bracing for another, it's crazy. Al stock trades is everywhere now. It's crazy. We're in literally every state in the nation. We're in literally every continent now. It's crazy. It is crazy, right? So bracing for another hurricane here in Florida. Shout out to my Florida people. Be safe. Clove, keep it going this week. Yeah, thoughts and prayers. Um, I'm from Arizona. I've never experienced a hurricane. Me being in Kentucky, I kind of experienced the weather of a hurricane because we got some residual from the Carolina hurricanes. I think Helen, and holy crap, was it windy, and it blew out a lot of trees. So I can only imagine if you were in the eye of the storm. So be safe, everybody. I wanted to become jockey at one point in my life. I saw the jockeys. They're really cool. They're really cute. Yeah. A clover leaf sign of the luck, and we're all lucky to have discovered Al. Hey, man, I'm lucky to have you guys. So I love you guys. My Bumble bio, I mentioned I got in Clove at 80 cents. Got a different chick every day. It's like that meme. Oh, he holds Clover. Was in Clover 2021. Now I'm back. Let's go. New York in the house. MCR is key. It certainly is. I think that's the one that guided me. I think we need to wait for more info, maybe Q results, but I doubt it yet. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Like always, it is an honor and privilege to serve each and every one of you. I love you all. We're doing this together. That's the beautiful part. Instead of me basically doing this on my own, I'm getting messages from people all over in our stock terminal and beyond showing me their $1 million portfolios. In fact, only about 30 respondents, I believe, responded to the survey and that are inside of our platform. And overall, we hold together approximately 11.5, I think even more, million shares of Clover. So our overall, and again, this is only 30% of people responding. Overall, our platform, as of now, has approximately $44 million of social net worth of, Clover holdings in our platform. Close to 40, we're going to have about $500 million. And again, that's only 30% of the respondents. I probably think that we'll probably have, as of right now, maybe close to 80 to $100 million. But as of now, based off of the data, we have $44 million of net worth in our stock terminal in terms of what the people hold in our platform. If this thing goes to 40 based off of just 30% response rate and, goes to our intrinsic value, right? And here's James with 100K shares. We have a lot of folks. We have a lot of big bangers here, right? On average, we're going to have over $500 million of net worth in the Al Stock Trades platform. Now, I want you to ask yourself, go out there and go find me a platform that has multiple multimillionaires to where you're surrounded by $500 million of net worth. Okay. And if this thing goes to the larger intrinsic value, then we're going to get to near $1 billion of net worth. We're going to approach a social net worth that is equivalent to Chamath Palihapitiya and all of the billionaires that he surrounds himself with. Okay. Don't be surprised of our success. It did not happen by chance. Benjamin Graham and David Dodd's Grahamvilles of investing, of all the people that follow Benjamin Graham, everyone talks and makes fun of them, but it doesn't make sense that these flippers of coins somehow in the Oracle of Omaha, where no one knows to look for in stocks, or some weird previously homeless dude in Tucson, Arizona, somehow did the same thing and the early days of Warren Buffett and making a lot of money. This is not by chance. Okay. Benjamin Graham was the master. You could go ahead and do two ways. You could do it how I did it, which is learn it on your own. But it took me 10 years plus. Okay. Or you can join our platform that has around $44 million, at least $44 million of net worth, right? That is I know is gonna end up going over $500 million. Okay. So again, I know it's hard to believe. I get it. This thing doesn't happen a normal day, folks. But I told you from the beginning of the channel I curated, I said, I'm going to democratize and bring Wall Street to Main Street. And have I kept up on my promise from an educational perspective? Yes, I have. If you trust in us, and if you want to take the leap of faith, who many have and are very happy to do so, coupon code expires 7 hours. Join our community. I want to build one of the largest value investing communities that doesn't go for hype, that does not take the media at face value, and that puts God first and brings everyone together. That's the type of people that I want inside. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this here. I'm sitting on $8 average. Varun, post it. What's going on? How you doing? How do you know that, Toy Varun? I've been since April 2023. I finally got my bundle. Welcome. Welcome. And I'm happy you're here, right? And I think we've exchanged emails. Listen, guys, if you have a problem in the morning or whatever, if I have time, if I'm sitting, this is going to sound disgusting. If I'm in the toilet, I have my phone out, I will respond to you. Okay? Because again, this is my mission. Okay? This is not some money grab. You can look at how much a data costs, right? This is my mission. Okay, I want to serve all of you guys, and I want to create one of the largest platforms. It's really democratize this stuff because I'm just tired of these politicians making all these monies, and I'm just tired of Wall Street making all this money. It's time for all of us, middle class and lower folks, to get a fair shake. Okay. All right, we got some calls going in the house. Time to make some money. My ex-wife was from Tucson, great place. Oh man, right? I don't know, man. You know, she's from Tucson, right? So she might be thinking to herself, oh man, he has some clover. Oh boy, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Homeless man with $500 million platform on his back. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? It just shows you the testament of the American dream and putting God first. Okay, isn't that crazy? This is a freaking simulation. I tell you, Ruin Kitty will be out on November 1 with another stream. Holy crap. That'll be fun. I want to see it. You don't know that either. I don't know. I don't know that. Finger red number 1. Let's go. Rocket to the moon. I can't see your emojis, but I can see them described. Love it. Let's go. History's upon us. And the history says we're going to go to the moon. Okay. Love you all. God bless you. Can't wait for you to join our platform. We've gotten people from all over the world join our platform. Okay. And I can't wait to welcome each and every one of you. This is lifetime, folks. This is lifetime. We're going to be here for a lifetime, right? And I'm working out. I'm being healthy. I want this to be going for the next 30 years. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. I have information overload, but slowly taking the platform. Again, when I say there's 2.5 billion outputs, there's 2.5 billion outputs. There's a lot of data. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. This is like a Bloomberg terminal. But instead of paying $2,400 a month, $24,000 a year, you get it for lifetime. One-time payment. One-time payment. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. You know, Michael hit it on the dot. Would have been more if not for the needs to be responsible for my wife and kids. Exactly. This is why I say to all folks that are young, start early, right? It will start trending. Absolutely. 100%. Love you guys. And I'll see you in the next one.